I will be the first to admit that this video has actually been on my list of videos to film for a while. I did one similar to this at the beginning of quarantine, but the reason that I've put off doing this video is because of the reasons that contribute to this video, if that makes sense. We'll get there. Before we go any further, I want to say thanks to Chic Intuition for sponsoring this video. We will get more into that later. But the reason I'm making this video is because I haven't been taking the best care of myself. And it's something that I think we're all going through during this time in our lives to one extent or the other. And so I thought today, the day I'm filming this video, which is a Sunday by the way, I would have just a really nice self-care slow Sunday. I just love a slow weekend, and I can definitely tend to get really focused on my work, personal relationships, checking in on friends, everything like that, and tend to forget about myself. So this video is going to be about me spoiling myself, which has been a theme on my channel for the last couple months, and I think should be a theme in everyone's life, to be honest. So I'm going to take you through my day. We're going to do a nice little list of the things that I recommend when you need to put a little extra care into yourself. And as always with these videos, hopefully this will inspire you to do something to take better care of yourself, because you are #1 in your life, baby. So I guess you could call this a quarantine self-care routine of sorts. And we're going to spend the day getting myself feeling better and just taking better care of myself during this time. So let's do it. All right, so the first thing on my list is to put my phone the heck away. I'm really bad about scrolling through my phone at various times throughout the day. It's usually the first thing I look at when I wake up in the morning. It's the last thing I look at before I go to bed. And so to me, it's really important to have times where I'm not looking at my phone at all, because it just really helps me kind of clear my mental space. You know, sometimes being online is a really positive, amazing thing, and then other times it can be really toxic and draining, especially when you put your life out there on the internet for strangers to make judgments. So for me, having my job also be social media, it is imperative that I take time away from my phone. And right now I'm recognizing is a time I really need to take a step back. Even if your job isn't on social media, it's super healthy for your brain to just put your phone away for a little while. So I'm just gonna set this down. It is on silent. I'm going to leave her alone. You can set a timer if you want. You can do whatever makes you feel comfortable. I'm just gonna, I don't have any set time limit. I'm just gonna step away for a little bit and then we'll come back later. So the next thing is actually something that my dad does all the time and has taught me to do since pretty much I was little. And this is something that really helps me a lot when I can feel bogged down or maybe like I'm not in the best place in the entire world. And that is making a gratitude list. My dad is so good at gratitude and he inspires me so much with it. So I'm just gonna take my little notebook here and jot down some things that I'm grateful for. It can be absolutely anything. It doesn't have to be relative to like inspirational, deep topics. It can be that you're thankful for the iced coffee you had this morning. It can be the most trivial, minute things. That's not what it's about. It's more just about taking a moment and being grateful for what you do have. The first thing that I'm gonna do on my list, I might do 5, I might do 10. We'll see how we feel. But the first thing is the fact that I have a job that not only I'm able to work at the current moment, but also that I'm able to do videos like this where I can obviously help provide for myself, but also give back. It allows me the opportunity to donate to COVID relief causes. And that just makes me really grateful. So I'm gonna say my job. I'm gonna draw a little heart next to it. The second thing I am going to list is my partner slash boyfriend slash best friend in the entire world, and that is Drew. I'm so thankful for Drew during this time because we just help keep each other grounded, we help keep each other sane, we check in on each other. We have laughed a lot during this quarantine, and so I'm super thankful for him. I would be lost during this time without him, especially with all of the external things we have going on in our life, like, you know, potentially moving, like all that kind of stuff. So it's really nice to just have a best friend that you could walk through in life and not only have them be like your romantic partner, but also just like your BFF. The third thing that I'm going to list is video chatting. I can't believe I didn't think of this already, but it has been something that has like completely saved me during this time, because even though I'm an introvert, like I definitely value my alone time, I still have, you know, extrovert tendencies, and obviously it's a super isolating time at the moment. You know, my mom is in quarantine by herself, my dad is in quarantine by himself. It definitely helps to stay connected with friends and family members. I'll get into that in a little bit later in this video, but being able to have that technology during this time is crazy. Like so grateful for that during this time. Okay, let's do a fun one. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna say food delivery services. Ooh, it's been like the one thing that's kept us feeling normal during this time. And the last one we will do is my pets. My dog Layla, who is a 9-year-old disabled dog, injured herself at the very beginning of this quarantine situation, and she tore her ACL and her meniscus. It was a really expensive surgery. It's been a really intense recovery, but she's doing so much better. She's doing amazing. She's healing really well because, you know, she's a bit older, so it was a little scary there for a minute. And then my cat Moo, I just love that boy. He's just been so sweet and snuggly during this time. I feel like this is so corny, but like, I don't know, maybe needed on the internet right now. So yeah, these are my 5 things. So here's my little list right here. Oh my gosh. My dad will be so proud of me, I will say. And writing it in my little plant notebook just makes me feel that much better. I'm just living my best basic life right now. I am a huge proponent in animals being a source of therapy for us. You know, petting an animal just feels good for your soul first and foremost, but secondly, they even say that they can have like medical benefits, like lowering your stress levels and things like that. So spending time with a little friend and petting them is obviously a great experience for them, but I don't know, there's just something about animals and like their pure souls that just make you feel so good inside. Isn't that white little baby? This is my girl. She's been my daughter for the last 9 years of my life. We definitely grew up together, and she's my little old lady now, aren't you? And she has to lay down to recover from her surgery, so we haven't been able to walk her or anything like that. She only has to have assisted walks with a sling going outside, and so just making sure we really shower her with a lot of love and affection is really important during this time. And I mean, look at this face. Like, look at this face. This underbite, are you kidding? Yes, you're a good girl. You're the best girl in the world. Obviously, we can't leave out this little prince who has been sleeping on this blanket for the last 4 days. It was originally folded and left on the couch as clean laundry that we needed to put away, but we didn't have the heart to move it because he's been in love with laying on it for literally like 4 days straight. Oh my God, are you kidding me? I'm obviously not gonna bother him. I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm gonna let him take his nap, but just know how hard it is for me, the internal struggle to just not pick him up and hold him like an actual baby right now. Just know. The next thing that I've kind of slacked on recently is reading. I used to love reading. It used to be such a huge part of my life. It's like a huge escape for me, and it's a way to exercise your mind as well. So taking some time and carving a little slice out of the day to set aside for reading, I think will help me out a lot during all of this. So I actually began reading probably like a couple months ago. I bought this book with my friend Jessica when we went one day, and this is a book on burnout and how to avoid it, obviously, is the ultimate goal, and hopefully I'll be a little more enlightened because of it. Alright, so it's been about 20 minutes. You can obviously carve as much or as little time out of your day as you want. You don't have to schedule it. You can read the entire day if you want to, but I already feel like lighter. I don't know how to describe it. And something as simple as reading can really help a lot. So now we're gonna move on with our day a little bit and try something fun. I definitely feel like a good way to break up the monotony of this sort of everyday routine thing while we're still, a lot of us, stuck at home is to try something new. Try something you've never done before. You know, there's a reason why tie-dyeing and baking banana bread and all those different things have become so popular right now, because it's just something to do. I've done all of that and more in a recent video. You know, things that you could do are trying, like learning a new craft, knitting, cross-stitching, listening to a new record that you haven't listened to before, downloading a new video game, doing whatever it is that you feel comfortable doing. But something that I've seen a lot is this like hack that I think is from TikTok, I'm not sure, where you essentially go outside and you bring a mirror with you and you take photos, and apparently the photos look incredible in the mirror, and I'm very curious about this. The photos that I've seen people take are absolutely incredible. I unfortunately don't have a backyard. I live in an apartment in Los Angeles, but I live in a beautiful neighborhood, and there's lots of amazing plants and greenery and trees and everything like that around me, so hopefully I will get this to work. I'll probably get some stares from my neighbors because they're gonna be walking by on the sidewalk, but these are the things I do for YouTube, so let's try it. Little nervous, not gonna lie. So for mirrors that I can take outside, this is pretty much the only one that I have. It's actually like pretty big. I wish I had a smaller mirror that I was able to take with me, but I don't. So I guess we're gonna be taking this one outside because it's the only like non-standing mirror that I have. So I guess somehow I'm gonna get this off the wall. We're gonna go outside and try this little activity together. Let's do it.
There's one neighbor already. Another one watering her lawn.
Hello. How are you?
Hi.
I don't think this neighbor's home.
You can get that.
You're supposed to lean it. Oh, there we go. That's trees. Oh. Ooh, this might work. Okay, I'm excited. Okay. Do you take a mirror picture of yourself in the mirror? Oh, yes. This girl just threw a nut at me.
Get out of my house.
Stop.
The day in the life of Carrie Dayton.
Oh yeah, this is good. Do you think that's good?
Yeah.
What a success, like how cute. This was so much fun. I want to do more, but now it's like, it's a high traffic area. We'll just say that. Maybe it's time to close up shop. Next is the part that I've been looking forward to all day, and that is running myself a nice little bath or taking what I like to call a spa shower, which is basically just like a very dolled up, zhuzhed up shower, if you will. So like some aromatherapy or lighting a candle, maybe doing a bath bomb, a face mask, all that kind of fun stuff, and just like pampering yourself either in the shower or the bath. I'm just gonna freaking pamper myself because I deserve it. So let's see what I can find to spoil myself. Next, I'm shaving my legs because that's a way that I really love to pamper myself. It's a treat. Shaving is a very voluntary thing. It's a personal choice. For me, I absolutely love getting into fresh, clean sheets with freshly shaved legs. It's like my idea of heaven, which I'll get to later in the video, but I've been using the Schick Intuition razor, and I've actually been using this razor since probably high school, to be honest, and Intuition was designed to liberate you from the hassles of hair removal. It lathers and shaves in one easy step with no need for shave gel. You just literally run it under some water and you're good to go. There's a skin conditioning bar which moisturizes and cares for your skin while you shave, which is great for sensitive skin folks like me, which, by the way, Intuition is available in Sensitive, which is the one I have for my sensitive skin. It's also available in Pure Nourishment and Island Berry with 3 fashionable colors. So make sure to click the link in the description box below, visit schick.com to purchase, or you can purchase at Walmart or Target. And now for the moment I have been waiting for. I'm so excited for this. One of the most incredible things I do in my life is getting into fresh washed sheets with freshly shaved legs. It's next level. I've been looking forward to this moment all day. When I woke up this morning, we immediately put our sheets in the wash. They're all ready to go now. We made up the bed. It's an added bonus if the sheets are a little warm. I love when that happens, but yeah, we're gonna jump into bed, and this is self-care, baby, right here. Life is good. I'll be here if anybody needs me. I wish I could like send this feeling through the screen. So clean, so fresh. I'm so happy. And last but not least, the very last thing that I have on my list to do today as a little form of self-care is to reach out to family. Video chat, you can make a phone call, you can text, whatever it is that you feel more comfortable with. But like I mentioned at the beginning of the video when I was making my gratitude list, having video chat available is, I mean, the next best thing to seeing someone in person. And you know, reaching out to a support network during this time is so important. It's really just vital to make sure that you are letting your own thoughts and feelings out, having someone you can talk with, vent to, someone that can distract you from what's going on, and so on and so forth. So I'm actually going to call my mom because she tried to call me earlier. That's how I'm gonna end this lovely day, is just chatting with my mom.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Cute. I'm good.
Oh, thanks. That's gonna do it for me. I'm feeling a little relaxed, except for the fact that I just spilled a glass of water on my laptop right after I filmed the last clip. But I think we're okay. I think it's in the clear. We have some food being delivered right now. Again, super grateful for that. But I feel really refreshed. I feel like I've been taken care of. I feel like I'm being looked after. And I think I need to get into the habit of doing this pretty regularly because it just feels really good. So hopefully you will all be inspired to do the same, or at least one of these things. Self-care isn't always guys about bubble baths and face masks and everything. Sometimes it can be booking a therapy appointment. It can be making boundaries and sticking true to those. It can be writing someone a letter. It can be a lot of different things for a lot of different people. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see more like it in the future. I just want to say again, thanks to Chic Intuition for sponsoring this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.